Welcome. Hello, everyone. This is Gary Lloyd with another episode of Revenue Busters. We do have the whole crew on the line, but they have all lost their voice, so they are all muted. We've got Will, Tina, and Christian. So it'll just be me talking this evening. Maybe Will pop in. He can cough a little bit and his voice comes back. So that is some good news. Also, he had to get rid of one of his legs this weekend, so he only has one leg now. But this is where we're at. So, Revenue Busters, for those of you that might be listening for the first time, is a place where we are, or it's a challenge or a company. I don't know what the heck we are, but we come onto the video webs and we talk about businesses that can make you some money, or maybe they don't. We look at mainly online businesses, dissect them, take them apart, research all the gurus out there telling you that you can make millions of dollars doing this and totally live happily ever after. So we are actually checking to see if that is true or not. If it's true, we're going to claim it a builder. If it's not, it's a buster, and therefore revenue buster. So that's what we're doing. So we are in the middle of doing Amazon for business. What a fulfillment by Amazon FBA, fulfillment by Amazon. And we are in the online arbitrage and the tactical arbitrage section, and we are actually starting to open up brand names. So more of the wholesale side of it. So what we have found, and we've kind of hit on this last call where Christian and I was on, but what we have found is it is a little bit of a challenge to find retail. If you're doing retail arbitrage where you're going to the store, you do have to pinpoint your products. So you can only sell a little bit of, I don't want to say a little bit. There's probably thousands of products you can sell. But you have to kind of test it. Amazon doesn't give you a list of, hey, these are the only products that you can sell. They just say, hey, you can't sell these. So you got to kind of test what you can sell. A lot of it has to do with brand restriction. Brands want to make sure that they're not getting counterfeited and that it's real, authentic brands out there. So they want you to prove yourself as a business owner. So it is a little bit more of a challenge than it used to be. However, the opportunity still seems to be very good. You just got to go through a few more steps of proving yourself, which is good. You want to do that in a business anyways. And what that's going to do, if you do prove yourself, most people probably would have quit by now, what we've been through. And so most people will quit. So if you can just kind of get through these little bumps and bruises and little challenges at the front, I think this is going to be a builder, but we will eventually see. So what we're in the middle of is brand and category ungating, or unrestricting as they call it in the industry. And we are trying to open as many brands as possible and categories as possible. So no matter what we're searching for out on the interwebs or at the store or with a wholesaler or with a manufacturer, if we're direct or a distributor in the retail chain line, we can just put it up. We can buy it, sell it if the numbers make sense. If we can get that 50% ROI or higher, then we can just do it and not have to worry about can we or not, because we're ungated and unrestricted. And therefore this, and then also we are going to be starting the trainings on the private label as well. So that is the fourth strategy on Amazon right now, where you look for products that are not getting rated, maybe in a 2-star to 3-star, but they're making still decent money. So their ratings are low. Some improvements can be made, and you can get in there, make those improvements, make it a premium product, make it a premium package, and get yourself private labeled, create a brand that you can sell later on. And that's what we'll be headed to over the next few weeks as well. But while we're doing it, we're doing this wholesale, or opening up these categories, because it is a way to quicker make some cash right away, as long as you get these things ungated. So you got to work on that. And we're going to show you some strategies that we're working on today. So
Real quick,
anything you want to add, Will?
Yeah, I got my voice back real quick, man.
Okay, he coughed a little bit, so his voice is good. And
I just want to share with everybody out there, it is dangerous business out there. When you're out there retail, doing that, running around trying to find the deals, you can lose a leg. It is possible.
He did.
It's the real deal out there. No, one thing just for people to understand is that sometimes too, the laggard or the lag behind of even Amazon knowing what's going on. Like you made a great point about not having a list, something you can before you go looking, and you may see deals. You go online, you see some great deals. You're walking in the stores, you see some great deals. You check everything. It looks good. It looks good on Amazon. You buy it, you bring it home, and then all of a sudden, 2 days later, when you're finally ready to get it going, it's like, oh, there's a restriction now on this product. Because a bunch of people jumped in, saw the same thing you did. There's some
that was
so that
was the product that we did with the fly bricks. So let's kind of go over that a little bit more detail. So we did find this product called fly bricks. It is a drone made from not actual Legos, but Lego lookalikes, and everything looked good at the store. It said we could sell it. We bought, I don't know, 5 or 6 of them. Brought it home, listed it, and then all of a sudden the manufacturer or the company that designed and made it said, we don't want people selling it on Amazon. And so we reached out to them to see if we could still sell it, or if he had any more other products that we could work with him direct and sell his other products as a retailer, and we never got anything back. So we will do a second follow-up with him just in case to see. His name was Rob at flybricks.com. If anyone wants to email him.
Nice.
But anyways, so yeah, we're looking to potentially, sell. So yeah, that was one of those cases, Will, that you're talking about. We thought everything was good, and then boom, it turned out we couldn't sell.
You made a great point, though. Don't get discouraged, because that's what separates the people who are really going to succeed, I think, at this business. Again, we're still making our way through, but I could see this being an obstacle, and I'm going to use kind of the buster in 2 ways here. You've got to bust through the obstacles so the product doesn't become a buster.
Hello. Yes.
You don't want it to bust. I mean, that's you can fail because you get too discouraged by, I mean, you're setting up a store. Brick and mortar would be very expensive to set up. Going through the hoops to do that through us being property guys, the zoning and codes and building something, getting the municipality to agree to it, setting up shop. They're doing down here in Nashville where we live, they're getting ready to put in a whole new transit system. And if they have to actually build out an area that has existing businesses, it could shut those businesses down, and it's nothing you're doing.
Yep.
They don't subsidize you. You could be out of business there. So anything worth doing, you got to do the work. You're going to have to put in the energy and the effort and go through the hurdles. But, that's the point. We're here to help you bust through it. We're going to help you bust through the hurdles. So you don't have to lose a leg. I'm losing a leg out here for you, so you don't have to. All right.
That's right. That's right. That's what we do here. That's how dedicated we are.
That's right. That's commitment, baby.
That's right. Soon we'll just be a body with a head. But we will.
All of our team, look at how beaten down they are. They've just turned into voiceless avatar pictures of their face.
It's dedication, folks. That's dedication.
That is, man. That's commitment.
All right. So, so on that particular case, that was just a letter. Hey, trademark infringement, shut down. Can't sell it anymore. The good thing is a couple things. Look for other opportunities. So that was one of the things I did. First of all, it's like, okay, maybe he doesn't want me to sell that, but does he have any other products? And can I work with him to sell those products? I know, and maybe form a relationship. It doesn't hurt to ask. Second thing is, we did buy it on a credit card, and it was at a retail store that we bought it at. So they have a return policy. So we just got our money back. So risk was totally, and we looked on eBay to sell it too, because the numbers were good on it. I mean, it was $149 when it was brand new, marked down to $44, and then they were selling about $109, $110 on Amazon when we first got them, and then it did get oversaturated because a lot of people bought them. So it went from about 5 sellers to about 50 sellers in about 1 week's time, and so the price, because of supply, went up, price went down. Economics 101, so price went down to about $69, and then the guy shut it down. And now it would pop. I mean, there's a few sellers that I don't think that have gotten stopped yet. But anyways, We did look on eBay to put it on the eBay marketplace. Unfortunately, eBay's were selling for about $50 to $60 as well, and the profit just wasn't there. So we just returned them and got our money back and put it elsewhere. Okay, so one of the, and let me see if I can share my screen. Okay, so I am on the Amazon Seller Central, and it's the profit calculator, the revenue calculator. And what we're going to be taking a look at, I did find a product, and that seemed pretty good. It was on one of our newly formed wholesale connections that we made, and we found it on their website. And they have a bunch of different products, a bunch of different categories. Some of the categories, let me list them off. I got a little thing here. So the categories that they could potentially help us open up if we can find products on their site that work are babies, backpack, bath and body, blankets and bedding, clothing, health and beauty, home and kitchen, school and office, shoes, fashion, accessories. Shoes is a little tougher on, I heard, on Amazon, but we'll see. Sports and outdoors, and toys and games. So these are some departments that this place has that we could actually open up categories. So one of the things I want to hit on right now, too, is opening up categories and brands. Okay, so a majority, or the way to get approved or opened up, you have to. They want to know that you're kind of an actual business and that you're actually buying products within the distribution chain, and they want to see an invoice. But it's not like they're asking you to, buy 2,000 units of something and spend like $10,000 to be able to open up a category. So as long as you can show them an invoice, and we'll go over this once we look at this product, but if you can show them an invoice with just 10 products within the last 180 days that you bought, more than likely the system, it's not actually a real person that actually does it. From what I've researched, it's actually the algorithms kind of checking things, but they check the invoice, somehow they've got the software that checks the invoice. And that category will get open to you with just buying 10 units. So if you can buy 10 units of something, spend $100, I mean, that's $100 to open up that category. Now, anytime that you go shopping, you have another category, another revenue stream that you can start putting into. So just keep that in mind. So if it costs you, and of course, make sure the numbers work. But even if you break even, or even if it does cost you a little bit, think about that. It opens up that category for you and gets you going. So it would be kind of like a little fee. I know there's companies out there in which majority of the people out there that I have seen say stay away from these companies. But there are companies that will charge you, $300, $400, $500 to open up a category for you, or $2,000 to open up all categories. I'm not sure what the prices are. Those are just some of the numbers I've heard, and I haven't even researched them. But I've heard they open up categories for you like that. But you could just actually find them yourself and spend $100 worth of product and get it open. So, and you get your money back. So pretty much you don't have to spend that money. So from everyone that I've watched, they say stay away from those companies, just for you out there. Okay, so I'm just looking at a revenue calculator. So the product that we found on Amazon, where it is, here it is. Okay. So this is the product that we found, and actually let me hit refresh. So if the keep a graph kind of comes back up. Okay, so it was a Disney Boys Hero 6 rolling backpack, multi one size. We can even zoom it in a little bit. There's Big Hero 6. I can't remember the little kid's name. Anyone want to hop in with that, you can. But a couple things we're looking at. So remember, when we're looking at product, we want to make sure that the buy box is not flooded with a bunch of people. And so if we look right here, we've got fulfillment by Amazon, one person, $19.95. We looking at the history, it's pretty much stayed pretty close to that 1995, probably average that. And look at the sellers in here. Not very many sellers. This is the bottom one. This is kind of a cool new graph that I like. Basically, new offer count. So it shows you how many people are in the buy box in the history. So it's good. So, and then right here, we are at a sales rank of about 6,540. So that's the second thing we want to look at. We want to look at that. We want to look at that velocity of sales, and we go to Jungle Scout to do that. But let me get the eight. Let me get that number. Holy cow! Maybe it's dipped down even a little bit further. Yeah. So actually, I mean, I'm looking down here. This is normally where we get it. I was trouble reading that graph, but we're at 759 right now. Toys and games, and so let's look at that on the old estimator here. Toys and games. This thing's gonna be flying off the shelf. Uh-oh. Let me get rid of the number sign. Yeah, so 2,200 a month. So got great sales velocity. So we know that there. So we got a good price. We got very little competition in the buy box. We've got a good sales rank, and our price is $19.95. Okay, so now where can we get this at? With one of our wholesale connectors, we are getting this for $440 a unit. Okay, so $440 a unit. You got to buy. I think one unit has 6 in it. So you know let's just so 6 units. I want to buy, I don't know, 20 of them. All right, so we'll have 120 units. We're going to spend 528. So let's keep those numbers. So we're at 440 a unit. Now let's go into the calculator.
Now, when you said 440 a unit, that's per piece, and then you said it comes in a set of 6, but that's still 440 times 6, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Just don't double check.
Yep. All right, so where'd my calculator go? Here we are. Oh, let me get the ASIN. That's what I was going back here for. Got to have that ASIN for the calculator to show you the stuff. So it looks like it matches here. We're at $19.99. Let's just say it costs, I'm not exactly sure what it's going to cost per unit, but let's say it's probably going to be a little bit higher on this one. Let's go 75 cents a unit. And that's the cost to ship to Amazon. So these guys will ship it to us, and then we will ship to Amazon. And the cost of the product is $440. And calculate. And so we are $440 all in on the product, and we're going to make $5.34 in profit after everything's said and done. So would you, if someone were to, if you were to give someone $440, they would hand you your $440 back plus 90 cents, 94 cents? Would you do that? I think I would. Make sure I'm saying that right. Yeah, 974. Oh no, that's your return on money. Sorry. They hand you 440 back plus $5.34. Right? Am I looking at that right, Will?
I
think that's right.
Yeah, it looks right. I'm looking at it too, just trying to recalculate it. But
seller proceeds minus cost. So yeah, your seller proceeds on this is going to be $974. And then the cost, yeah, so you're getting your $440 back plus $5. So you're almost double. That's 200% return. More than that, right?
That's what it looks like. I don't see any things that we're missing. I mean, that's the
Yeah.
cost. That's everything.
Dang, would you like 200% return?
Yeah.
I want
There's
200%
not a lot
return.
of extra packaging. That wouldn't have to go through an extra
I mean, it's a little bit
prep,
bigger.
prepper. It's a little bit bigger. I mean, but that's included. I'm just saying this wouldn't need like a prep or anything like that.
No,
But
no. I mean, this
they've
is
already
going to
got a
come in a
box
box.
up
You
and
could
ready
probably
to
ship
roll.
them. Yeah, you could probably ship them to. We could probably get a pallet and then just keep it in the pallet and ship it over to them. I'm not sure how. I'm guessing these probably come pretty smushed. So you're just going to be.
Is this our main company we're working with, or is this a
That's
different?
one of them. Yeah, that's one of them we found. I've got a few more we're opening up.
All right, all right.
But anyway, so we spent $528. So we're gonna get our $528 back plus $640. Not too shabby. That's on 120. So if we get 500 units, $2,600. And if there, I mean, you saw the, I mean, we're at 2260. So this is kind of the deal you look for. So now the thing is this is a Disney product. And so once we order from our wholesaler, they are in the distribution chain for these products, and it will open up Disney for us. So right here, if we're adding a product, and this is what we'll go over.
And I know you've already talked about this probably on one of the few videos back, but maybe since we're talking specifically about this, you may have already been about to do this, but maybe discuss what those wholesalers do for you, kind of that relationship and what they're providing along with the product.
Yeah, I mean, you got wholesale company, and you have, I mean, you have distributors. So first of all, well, yeah, I guess, I mean, first and foremost, if you can work directly to the manufacturer of a brand name product, that's what your ultimate goal would be. It skips out all the other middlemen, so that could maximize your profits. In doing so, typically a manufacturer does like you to order quite a bit amount or a huge amount to be able to get certain pricing because you're working with them direct. Now that's not all cases. It's all in the relationship that you build to. So a lot of manufacturers though will work with distributors, which is a middleman, and a distributor will buy mass quantities and has the capital to buy mass quantities of products from those brand name companies. They'll do it for multiple brand name companies, and then they'll sell it to a retailer like ourselves, or they may sell it to another even a wholesale company. So there may be even another middleman before they get to the retailer. But anyways, so it's just kind of middlemen along the way. But with the distributor, you don't have to buy as many as many units, so you can have smaller purchase sizes because they made the big purchase from the manufacturer. So it does cut out a little bit of your profit, but if the numbers still work, it's still good. And a lot of distributors will have bought maybe too much of a product and they'll mark it even down because they just want to get their capital back. So if you can grab some of those and it's selling at different prices on different marketplaces. Now the sales rank here is, I'm just looking at that, is 2228. So a little bit of discrepancy there in the numbers there. But I mean, even 2228, sorry, I'm gonna go check it out here. Even 2228, we're at 1,000 units. So I mean, if you get 1,000 units, you get your money back plus what you get. All right. So anyways, so this particular wholesale is they do, I mean, they're a wholesaler, so they have purchased, and they may have bought stuff on closeout, but they've got it from either the manufacturer or and so they're wholesaling it to us. It's one more middleman, and the numbers still work. So I mean, if we're buying it for $4.40, they probably got it for $2, or maybe $1.90 or $1.50. I don't know how much it costs to make one of those, but if it's only $1.50 to make one of those, probably $1.50 to $2 to make it. So they're making a little bit off that as well. So, but we're still, and so they sell it to us, and then we're able to sell it on different retail places. Is that what you're getting at there, Will, or is there something more?
No, that's it. That's great. That's exactly right.
So anyways, so yeah, we back to this, which is, okay, so this is what it looks like. So the listing limitations may apply. So you may need approval to list this brand. So request approval. And then other Disney branded products, new, refurbished, and collect. So this is what we got a request approval for. And so it will let you know what you need. And right here, number one, Disney. So the cool part about opening up the wholesale or the brands is you just need to open it up one time. They're not going to ask you to open it up different times, and they don't, or a second time, and they don't care that you buy from a different store the next time. So let's say we buy from Dollar Days one day, and then down the road we buy from Toys R Us is going out of business right now. So let's say we buy some stuff at Toys R Us that's Disney. We can list it now because we are opened up on Disney with this invoice. So this is what they will request. Dated on or so 180 days. Include your name and address. Include your name and address and manufacturer or distributor, which would be the Dollar Days, and show that you've at least made a 10-unit purchase. So we would just have to purchase 10 units. Actually, in this particular case, all we would have to do to get 10 units of that, they come in 6 packets. So we'd buy 12 units. We'd buy two packets from that company, and that'll get us over the 10 units. So if you think about that, we're at $24. So you're spending $50 to get open on Disney. Or you can, I mean, the numbers work good, so we don't want to do that. It looks like, I mean, we want to buy a little bit more and make some decent profit. But minimum, if you only had $50, you could buy the 12 units and get open on Disney and be able to sell on Disney. And then, so yeah, so it does say, please note that we may verify. What's great about these guys is I've called I've called our customer service, and they said, yeah, we will. If Amazon wants to talk to us, we'll definitely tell them that you bought it from us. So that is, and then you just select the files, bring it in here, hit submit, and I'm not sure how quick we'll go into that. I'm going to make this purchase probably tomorrow morning, and I'll make the purchase, upload this, and we'll see how long it takes to get approved and see what happens, and we'll share that with you guys. All right, so another
just a real quick gotcha point is also if you're buying through the wholesalers, not as much of a worry as far as, you know, buying your products and whatnot. Obviously, if you're going to buy them, get them in a big quantity, get a great deal on them, then, you know, obviously it's gonna make sense and be worth it. But if you're getting products from a store that's going out of business, you may want to be careful on the return policy of that. Correct? I mean,
correct. Yeah, just make sure. Yeah, if you're going to buy from Toys R Us and it's going out of business, make sure that you know that product's selling, because you will not be able to return it to Toys R Us.
And that the numbers really, really work.
Yes.
Or you'll be handing out a lot of, you know, X product for Christmas.
Yeah. I mean, you could probably sell them on eBay and get your money back at least.
Yeah, definitely.
But
and having wholesale relationships, we've never even worked at it yet. But I mean, we talked to one of the guys at the ASD thing, and I mean, he pretty much, I think, confirmed it there. It's like if you found something as a closeout that you got at a great deal and you couldn't offload it, a lot of times they'll buy it off you, because he was willing to buy it off of us.
Yeah.
Some of the products you had picked up. Right?
Correct.
Remember when he mentioned that, and he was like, "Yeah, hey man, I'll buy them off you." I mean, you're not going to make as much, but if you just needed to unload them, you can usually get your money back if you've got good relationships with some of the wholesalers as well.
Yep. As long as you got the price, you got a price rate too.
As long as you do, yeah, a good price. You make your money when you
Purchase.
Yep.
All right. So, I was going to go over that, but I'm reading the thing on the email. We do have another wholesaler that's sending us deals, and it says on the bottom of their email to ask permission before we go over if we are doing any type of sharing with the product, to ask for permission. So I didn't do that, so we won't go over those products tonight. But that is a way to open up. I wanted to make sure everyone kind of seen a way to open up, and how important it is, and kind of what we've had to kind of go this way because, yeah, we found a lot of good products out there. However, we just kept running into the same thing. Can't sell it, can't sell it, can't sell it. But we found tons of products that were good deals. So I just want to be able to sell everything, and open everything up while we're kind of working on our finalizing our private label stuff. Because what we've noticed too on the private label stuff, you can do it pretty quick, but there is a little bit more work up front and kind of designing everything, making sure everything's right. But in tandem, you could be opening up these relationships with if you get stuff or if you find stuff that you're already unlocked with or that are open, you can make money pretty much instantly on this on Amazon. And we've we've made some money doing it, but we had to put it on eBay because of this. So we have sold some of our refrigerator filters, and I think we've made over $100 so far. But and that's because we were locked out in Samsung. So it is a good focus to start opening up these brands and opening up these categories. So that's why we're having this training tonight. And then I hit it on my last one too. So yeah, we found some Bridgestone golf hats, and now we've got a relationship with a golf store, not manufacturer, but a golf distributor that works with a lot of the big brand names. So that's going to be opening up Bridgestone golf equipment. Anything with Bridgestone golf, we'll be able to sell too. And I've got Under Armour, which I'm working on right now too. I've got a cool digital scale that kind of connects to their watches or their Fitbit. And we're opening up Under Armour through a distributor. And I can't remember what else I'm working on. There's another one. Oh, tools. So I found some tools at Home Depot, some Makita tools, and actually the company's out of the United Kingdom, but they sell Makita tools and purchasing. And I found some other items I can purchase from them that have a pretty nice profit on the. I'm looking at my Fitbit, and it says almost there. Keep moving. 1 more minute to make your goal. All right. Anyways, some Makita tools, and I found some more accessories there on the Makita line that I can purchase my 10 items, get my invoice, and open up Makita tools. But yeah, that's all I got today. I think we'll end that here. I'm going to make this purchase. I won't do it online. I'm going to make this purchase, and then I will get my invoice. I'll upload it. I'll go over the training, how long it takes to get that category unlocked, and then once it's unlocked, and we're assuming it's going to be unlocked, and everything goes well, we will go out some shopping for some more Disney stuff and see what we can throw up on Disney. Will, and you want to add anything?
Yeah, just one thing they mentioned too, and you mentioned on one of the other videos, I believe, but it's a lot of good wholesalers that you can work with won't lock you into anything until they get you approved, which is a good thing. A lot of them kind of give you the, let's make sure that we're good, everything's good to move forward, and
that's
before
a good point.
before we're locking you into actually purchasing the product, we'll make sure you've got your letter and your things in place that you need. That's very important. So
yeah, don't spend too much. I mean, if you're going to make a big purchase, well, it all depends on your budget. It all depends on your budget. But if you're going to make a big purchase, make sure that you're going to be able to get it opened up before on a big purchase. Now, if you're just trying to get it open up and you got a small one like this one, here I could buy $52 worth or $53 worth of product.
Okay. So pretty minimum.
Pretty minimum. I've got my 10 units. I can open them. I'm going to spend the $50, open up the category, see if I can open up the category, and I'm okay with that. $50 for me is okay.
Yeah, it's a cost of doing business part of
Yep.
Opening up the category versus a going out of business
Correct.
because you broke the bank on something you can't.
Yeah, but if I've got to spend $5,000 to be able to get these units, and that's their minimum they're asking for, and I still don't know if it's going to open up on Amazon, I would probably not do that. 5,000 is a little bit more important to me.
But a lot of those vendors or wholesalers are pretty cool about that. They're like, they get that, and they'll say, hey, now we'll make sure you've got your letters and everything is lined up, and we won't even pull the trigger on any of that until we know that you've been approved through the letter, through the process. So, we'll get
that's a conversation you want to have with your wholesaler.
You definitely want to have that with them. So that's the tip there. Make sure you have that conversation, especially on big purchases, with the wholesaler in that relationship. And if they're not talking about it, bring it up and see if you can make it happen. It's just a good ounce of protection on your end. So that's all I got.
That's all I got.
I got to go put the grow my leg back out cream. So,
all right, put that on. It's very important that you stop hopping and you start walking again. Yeah, there's a pail set too. I just found another product on our wholesaler that we're just working with. It's a 4-piece beach play set. And they get $19. Oh, but it looks like it's a dozen of them. So you're at 12. Actually, never mind. It's a dozen. You're getting 12 of them, but they're 96 cents a piece. So you're looking at $12. So it's not that big. All right. Anyways. All right, everyone have a good night. That's another episode of the Revenue Busters. This is Gary Lloyd signing off. We will check you guys later and see if we got some Disney. We'll show you if we got Disney opened up. All right, peace out.
Peace.